Today I wandered here over to Seven Dials. 7 roads converge here to the roundabout on which stands a column bearing 6 sundials. The column itself acts as the 7th dial of 7 Dials. The area has retained its original 17th century street plan, although many of the buildings themselves were replaced in the late 18th and 19th centuries. The layout of Seven Dials was designed by Thomas Neal in the late 1690s. His layout was designed to maximise housing density and also his profits. Thomas Neal hoped Seven Dials would become popular with the wealthy residents, like the successful development of nearby Covent Garden. However, this was not to be, and by the late 19th century, this area was one of the most notorious slums in London, with each of its 7 corners boasting a pub, or as someone reported, 7 gin palaces for the poor. In 1835, Charles Dickens said this of Seven Dials: "The streets and courts dart in all directions until they are lost in the unwholesome vapour which hangs over the housetops and renders the dirty perspective uncertain and confined." Poet John Keats described the area as the last resort for the poor and the sick. He said Seven Dials was where misery clings to misery for a little warmth and want, and diseases lie down side by side and groan together. The area remained a byword for urban poverty into the 20th century, when Agatha Christie set Seven Dials Mystery there. This has recently been filmed for Netflix. Today the area is seen as Covent Garden Village, a trendy neighbourhood. Popular bars, restaurants and cafes fill the streets, and it feels a much more salubrious area, much as Thomas Neal originally intended.